Hello and welcome to another episode of a Let's Play with Aspowitch. You are watching the Venice campaign. Now, before I begin this, I want to say I just watched the last episode and I realized that the sound quality was not that great. I'm not sure if it's become worse as the series has gone along, or if it's just me being used to it being slightly better now. I don't know. Anyway, this one should hopefully be a bit better, and it should probably be even a little bit better than my Hansa and Netherlands Res Publica preview, or look. So that's good, and also I will hopefully well, I have ordered a new microphone and I will hopefully get it this Saturday, or at least until for the clip that will be released this Saturday. So actually I will be getting it earlier this week, but yeah. Anyway, that will probably increase the sound quality immensely. That's my hope, at least. But we'll have to see about that. I haven't gotten the microphone yet, so look forward to it. I do. Now, as I said, I was watching this last episode just before starting this recording, and I realized one of the last things I did was a mistake. I actually started coring these 3 provinces, and then I reduced my war exhaustion, and that's no good. I am of course supposed to do it the other way around. So let's see, they cost 30, so I should be getting more than, yeah, I'm getting 33 back. So let's cancel these and then core them. There we go. And now I can actually afford all of them. Well, maybe I did core all of them. I don't know. Anyway, that's taken care of. Yeah, we have Res Publica. Let's look at that. We have the aristocrats in power. We are getting army morale and land maintenance modifier. What we want to do, I think, is get the traders in power, since we are at peace at the moment. It will only cost us 10 Diplo power, and that will give us extra trade power and cheaper chips. So let's do that. That should shift. Yeah, there we go. The traders has gained a dominant position. Great. Now, one of the things that Res Publica brought is the reversion, or it was probably a patch, reversion back to cheaper Diplo, or cheaper neighbor bonus, larger neighbor bonuses. God damn it, I'm losing my mind. It's the heat. And as well, it brought the diplomatic corps idea. Cheaper Diplotech. So now we can actually afford Diplotech. So let's do that. 382. Cheap as pancakes. Now, let's see about those decisions we can pass. Advancement of religion and this one. Increasing reform desire. Well, would I really care about it? Reform? I mean, the reform is gonna happen eventually, very eventually, seeing as it's at 99.3%. It's practically knocking on the door. So let's get that 2% tax modifier and some missionary strength, and let's see what happens. We should probably be getting the reform done very soon. Now it's been a while since I touched this game. I've been waiting for my microphone. It turned out it got delayed, so yeah. But here we are. Now, yeah, we should probably set a focus as well. Now, I was thinking about this, and if it is one kind of power we will be using for 25 years to come, my guess is it would be probably admin, because of coring, stability being very expensive, and inflation, and technology, and the final ideas here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my focus into admin power, and I will drop these two, but I will probably during the next election pick a Diplo one, so I'll be at 1095, and I'll switch between Diplo and military tech, or Diplo and military power leaders for now, and I'll keep my focus set at admin. So depending on what I need, I'll just switch between those two. Now let's what was I thinking? I was thinking about there was one thing I was supposed to do. Yeah, I was gonna tell what we are trying to do in this episode. I was looking, and I noticed that the Ottomans are at war. Excuse me, my mouse is acting up. 1 second. There we go. Probably some dust. Now, the Ottomans are at war with Croatia and Wallachia. Now, the release of Res Publica and the 1.7 patch made it possible for diplomatic vassalization without royal marriages, meaning that me as a trade republic, merchant republic, can actually vassalize people by diplomatic means. That means if I get to 190 relations with Croatia, I can offer them vassalization, they'll accept, and I will be dragged into war with the Ottomans, even though I have a 5-year truce. So let's try that. It might not work, but it's worth a try, just to get back into war with them, get a few more provinces from them. Let's just quickly check. No, we can't fabricate any claims, but that is inconsequential. So let's get right on that Croatia train. Let's offer them an alliance and start improving our relations. Croatia has accepted. Yeah. So that's the agenda for today, I think. Trying to get to war with the Ottomans, on the hope that Wallachia, the war leader, does not end the war prematurely. We have lost casus belli, we have lost rivals, and we have lost slaves. Well, we lose a lot sometimes. We need a new rival. Let's see. The Papal State is huge. Milan, Hungary, Denmark, Castile, Austria, and Aragon. Now the new thing about 1.7 with rivals is that you can always pick a rival that has rivaled you. So even though I'm not neighboring Hungary, and they well, I don't know if that ever mattered, but I lost them as a rival anyway. But now, since they're rivaling me, I can pick them as a rival again. But I'm not sure I want to do that. We'll see. Aragon is a potential friend actually, so I'm not gonna. They are enemy of enemy. So I am going to. Well, I could rival Austria, but that's asking for it. I just checked their troop count, and they have like 73,000 troops, and I don't want to dance with that, even though I have France in my pocket. So instead, let's go with Hungary probably, or I could just wait, since I have 100 power projection for quite a while anyway. So yeah, let's do that. Let's wait and see what happens. See if anyone else down here pops up. That would actually be better. Now the Ottomans, sad people, are locked to the eastern shores, it seems, and can't really get the Croatian Wallachian army here. So that's working on in our favor for this war. Tripoli has left the coalition. That's great. Or let's take a look at that. Oh, there we go. Protestant Reformation in Portugal. The coalition is the Hedjas, the Mamluks, and the Ottomans. Hedjas, not the Hedjas. Well, no big deal. Those three dudes are easily taken care of, I think. How's our cash flow, by the way? We are protecting trade. Should we could... Well, I'm short on cash, so I'm just gonna wait for a while. Well, that's silly. The sooner I build them, the more money I get. Right? Sometimes you don't think long enough. And sometimes you think too long. Well, looking good for Croatia. Let's hope that I can get my relation up quickly enough. So 25 for gift, 35 with guarantee, 45 with military access. That would put me at 69. That would leave me 21. What can give me 21? I could give them subsidies, but that's I don't like that. Let's see. Alliance, religion, casus belli, rival Serbia and Bosnia. Well, I can't really rival Bosnia, can I? They're too small. Yeah. And I don't think I get a bonus for rivaling their enemies. Or do you? Is there such a thing as a rival of enemy bonus? Could try. Let's do that. Let's rival Hungary and see if they like me more. No, they don't. Well, let's wait until the month turns. See if that changes anything. No. So there is no such thing. International guild contacts. One of our diplomatic envoys with strong connections to a domestic guild has been accused by some older ambassadors of cutting deals with a guild across the border. While he admits to attending to guild business as well while abroad, he denies accusations of this compromising his political missions. He is open, however, to the idea of attempting to use his connections abroad to our advantage. The old guard of aristocratic diplomats find this practice highly dubious, but leveraging the connections between guilds could give us an edge in clandestine operations. Let's see. Increasing our guild and decreasing the aristocratic influence, and we'll get 50% chance that we get foreign guild infiltrated, which give us extra spy offense. So it's either 25 offense or 25 minus 25 defense, and we will lose a diplomat. Now we don't want that, do we? So let's see. The guilds would be put at 35 and the aristocrats would lose down to 25. Thing is, I really don't need the guilds, seeing as I won't be building anything at the moment. I will, however, hopefully go to war soon. So, well, it's only 10 extra. Was it admin power, I think? To increase the... no, it should be militia power, yeah. So 10 militia power, that's worth it. So let's just go with this one to keep our diplomats. We'll see whose guild members show the most loyalty to their country. And we'll see. The guilds has gained a dominant position. We don't want that. Let's boost the traders again. There we go. And let's see. National Spy Defense minus 25%. Our guilds are compromised. Well, that turned out to be quite a bummer. But oh well. We are not keeping him. However, we are switching to a diplomat candidate. There we go. Now we have 885. So that's great. There is nothing much to do but wait for Croatia to go above the limit. Now, what did I say? 10 plus 10 plus 25 is 45, so I need 145 then, I guess, before I can boost the last points with guarantees and gifts and military access. Well, since we have an alliance, we might as well put this in order straight away. Let's get mutual access. Or is it enough with oh yeah, probably enough with the allowing them access. So let's give them that. Let's proclaim their guarantee. There we go. Now we'll just wait until we're at 165 and we'll send them a gift. So what's this? Byzantine noble rebels. They will change the government form, I think, to Noble Republic. And they have pretender rebels. Funny. Well, they're not our rebels, so let's not bother. Even though they're our vassal, they should be able to handle it. Can't hold their hands now, can I? I need to preserve my manpower. Really need to do that. Let's see. Venice, Alexandria, Constantinople, Ragusa. Let's look at those trade notes. 79%. I haven't done the math, but shouldn't every trade ship after 50% actually be worth less and less? Well, I don't know. Let's send it to Ragusa anyway, or we could send it to Venice because that would increase our trade power upstreams or whatever downstreams. Oh, such a hard decision. What does this say? I wonder if this is working as described with the transfer. I always find sending it to Venice, even though it says minus 1.95, will give me higher income. Well, I don't know. Let's send it to Ragusa anyway. See what that does. Let's see what happens if we split off half of them. See where we will get the most. Minus 2.3. So 363 from Constantinople. Let's see if this is actually calculating this correctly. So 20.38. What does it do at the turn of the month? It lowered it slightly, but that might be my boats not being there yet. So let's wait for one more month and see if it Well, it did increase by what? 0.06. Next month is 20.53, so I guess it's rising. Oh, 76%. So those ships really didn't do a lot in Venice. I do have a lot of trade power here anyway, so I guess the extra, and no one else has anything. So the extra ships might actually be a waste here. Let's see, Dalmatia, protecting trade node Venice. Let's try sending them somewhere else and see how that affects my trade power. This trade power thing is a bit of a mystery to me. There we go, we have finished our Rashid mission. Save the Lombard people, no. Improve relations, no. Our manpower reserves need to recover. Yes, they do, but that's gonna take forever, so I will not pick that mission. So, 63%. What does that do to our income? Would you look at that? Estimated income it's rising when the boats got there, but yeah, that was not worth it. Constantinople was not worth helping. How come that's what it is? Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't get this. I'm supposed to be making more, but I guess it's not entirely intelligent, or I'm not entirely intelligent. I don't know. But this says I will lose money, and this says I will make more money for a profit of 8 for a loss of 2.04. Well, sending them there actually increases my trade income. So yeah. Well, let's just see what happens. We'll lose the prestige, sadly, but the stability is more important. Protecting... Didn't I send them to Constantinople? I thought I sent you to Venice. Well, I send you there now. So that should put us back to 19 point... Oh well, it's going up. What happens if I take the rest of them from Constantinople and into, say, Ragusa? How does that affect? Let's see. Experimenting. Negev. Have rebels. It's gonna... Well, I have a lot of infantry, mercenary infantry, so that should be fine. 3-4 against their 3-2. That's great. I have some good leaders. Let's look at that trade. Projected for next month 19.08. Well, Ragusa sucked, I guess. Let's just protect Venice. See what that does. That's probably the goodest, the good idea. The goodest? My god, my English. Huh, that actually lowered it again. I don't get this. I probably should just leave it be. I guess the protecting in Venice gives me a lot of trade power downstreams and whatnot, and also I guess it depends on my bonuses. I'm getting plus 54% bonus here, well, there as well, but only 21% here. So maybe I should be protecting in Ragusa and Venice. I don't know. This is confusing. Well, I'm supposed to be building more ships, not thinking about that. And look at that, 171. I can go to war now. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. The war is not over. They have only 16 war score. So let's talk to Croatia. Hey you, have some money. I'll send you a gift of 25. And that will make you my friend. I really should read what I close down. Sometimes I just click it. So, military alliance, relation of 190, same religion, and they must be at peace, of course. God damn it. And all of this time, that was my entire idea. I should have just thought about it for a second. Of course they need to be at peace. Well, that would mean I would have to actually vassalize them in war for to be able to pull myself into war with the Ottomans. And that's a bit too much, I think. I'll have to cancel the alliance. I'd need to actually find a way to declare war on them. Well, what would happen if I dissolve the alliance? Well, it will get me extra aggressive expansion. Let's see about that. 15, 14. I'd save 3 years on the truce timer. Minus the time it would take to vassalize them. So yeah, let's just keep it like that for now, and maybe we'll vassalize them later. And if we ever take territory from Hungary, Serbia, or the rest of Bosnia, or rest of Ottomans here, maybe we'll feed it into Croatia as well. Have these 3 huge vassals close to Austria, as well as France and Poland. Yeah, I like Poland. Oh yeah, Poland is this elective monarchy now as well. You can support your family on their throne. Well, I can't because I'm a republic. But yeah, it's a great way to get some bonus power. If your guy wins, you get like, depending on how much influence you have, like Poland has 20, Brandenburg 3, so the one that has the most gets to sit on the throne, and then depending on how much power they have, they get monarch points. I don't remember the scale, but it's something in the order of, I don't know, 100, 200 points in admin and diplo, I think. It might depend on the power of the monarch, actually. You get all 3, I don't know. Some nice bonuses anyway. It does tie up a diplomat though, so it's not for everyone, but it is a good way to get some free points. Now, let's, if we are not going into war with the Ottomans, we should be doing something else, I guess. But what? We are at truce with Mamluks, Hedjas, Ottomans and Tripoli. We could go into war with Tunisia, but that would be utterly pointless, seeing as we are going down here. And we don't have any real casus belli now, do we? I did install a mod that gives me a bigger diplomacy view, and bigger war peace screen, and some other things as well. It feels really nice. Let's see, casus belli. We have conquest against Mamluks and Tripoli, reconquest on Albania, colonialism on the Mamluks, and we have trade dispute on Byzantium, Croatia. We actually have a CB against Croatia, Genoa and the Hansa. Now Genoa is also out of the way, so that would be if we did go to war with Croatia. It would be such a waste of time. Not really worth the trouble just to get pulled into a war that's probably going to end soon anyway, since they only want Silistria. Oh well. one can speculate and dream. So let's just wait this out and see if we can get. Yeah, nothing new. We are getting some rebels. Let's take care of those. Give us something to do. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye. There we go. Easy pickings. Let's see. Before I start recording the next episode, I'm gonna have to recharge my mouse. It's really acting up. Yeah, well, I hate it when this happens. There's really not much happening. In my world, there should be something happening all the time in the games. But there isn't. We're in 5th place, that's good. Making some good score gains. We are first in diplomatic. I guess that's because of our trade. And speaking of trade, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. These trade nodes, you can create trade posts in one province per trade node that's outside of your trade capital. Trade node capital. So that means one in Ragusa, one in Constantinople, one in Alexandria, Tunisia as well, and so on. So that means during the Hansa preview, I didn't really find that button, but I did find it while looking around now, and it's here. Tiny little button in the province trade screen. Right down where it says what trade node it is and the leader as well. Creating a trading post will cost 50 admin power and give the following effects there. Plus 15 local trade power and plus 1 naval force limits. So we can create one in Ragusa since it's part of the Ragusa node. Let's do that. 50 admin power, I think it's worth it. There we go, we have a trade node in Ragusa. That means that even if we would get more provinces in this trade node, we would not be able to build another trade post there. We could build one in Constantinople, had we not given away our provinces to Byzantium. Could have built one in Constantinople, or, well, they changed the names of them, Oppimatoi or Hudavendigar. We can, though, build one here, so let's look at... well, Rashid is a very powerful trade port anyway, so increasing our trade here would be a great idea, I think. Or we could actually, it's either that or waiting for Alexandria. Alexandria has 20, so that would be plus 30. And this one is just plus 10. Well, I'm a bit off. I'm a short bit away from getting Alexandria. But on the other hand, it would be worth more in the long run, since the trade buildings actually give a percentage value to your trade power. So if I just want to build those in a few provinces, it would be worth more in Alexandria. It would be more worth building one of those in Alexandria. On the other hand, I'm probably going to be building one in Rashid anyway, seeing as it has the Nile estuary. So let's actually put it here and be happy with that. And yeah, that's probably it. We can't really do anything else. So there's a trading post. There's a trading post by Byzantine. Oh well, there we go. We have nothing in Tunis. We have nothing in Constantinople, sadly. We should get one province in here somehow. Probably Izmir, or down here maybe. Well, that's a problem for later. I will get one of them anyway. And yeah, that's probably how you should be going about getting the new achievement for trading. There's this Venice achievement where you, I think it's Venice exclusive, where you have to get 90% trade power in Constantinople and Venice trade node, owning 10 provinces or less. So that would be having a few provinces in both, having the trade nodes, and then a boatload of boats. Yeah. So we could probably end this episode here and hope for more fun in the next one. Sadly, this was a bit slow because I was confused with vassalization. So yeah. Well, it was exciting up until the point where I realized I couldn't do it. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. And sometimes the episodes have to be slow as well, because you can't really go to war at 100% of the time, especially not when you have this mission to go in one direction. So yeah, let me know if the sound quality has improved, and I would really appreciate that. And be sure to leave any other comments or questions that you have, and like the episode, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends, tell them I said hi and all that jazz, and yeah, see you in the next episode. So long.